Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. A beautiful pond near our house in Orangeville. Hi, check my website at ilmaarts.com for more artworks and photographs. Today I'd like to share Proverbs 17 verse 3. It says, "Fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but the Lord tests the heart." Here's my poem. Fire tests purity. As fire tests silver or gold's purity, the Lord also tests us to reach victory. When we go through trials and suffering, we can view it as a form of cleansing. In order for us to reach the fullness of our being, we need to go through tests as we are living. It brings us strength and makes us endure. It helps grow our faith and keeps us secure. Here's my essay. The book of James has a very different approach to see life. In James 1 verse 2, he tells us that when we have any trials or suffering of any kind, we have to be joyful or glad. Well, the world will laugh at this viewpoint. Satan doesn't like us to see it like James viewed it. The enemy wants us trapped in the comfort zone so that any inconveniences that may come, we will react with either running or complaining. Further, this first chapter of James explains why we need to be joyful when we encounter challenges in our lives. He said that when we experience these difficulties, our faith has a chance to grow and that we learn to endure. When we grow our faith, he further tells us that we will be complete, needing nothing, in verse 4. The Lord uses all trials to test our hearts. Prayer. Thank you for allowing me to learn from trials and suffering, Lord. Reflection. How can one develop a positive outlook as one goes through trials and suffering? Well, if we decide to live in peace or pursue peace, and we decide to abide in Christ and we abide in His will, then we will view trials as James views it as well. When we focus on pleasing ourselves and pleasing our cravings and entitled to actually go through all this thing that we think we are entitled to, then it will make us go through trial and suffering in a very negative way. So trials and suffering, as James was saying, has to be viewed in such a way that we are being tested so that we'll be purified, like gold and silver in Proverbs likens it to purifying silver and gold. They go through the fire so that they will be cleansed and purified, and that they will shine and they will have more value. So I invite you to embrace it when you have trials and suffering, because they will make you whole eventually in the end. Thanks for watching. God loves you so much, and so do I.